I sure do wish there was some kind of video I could do based on the Sonic community, even just a small part of it. Like the fan artists, maybe I could ask them. But where? Oh look, Twitter.com is open on my computer screen. One of my favorite artists, KiraVera8, has drawn another lovely picture. I'm going to DM a Sonic artist and ask them if they will help me. Let me open my Twitter direct messages. Admittedly, that went much better than expected. Hello guys, and welcome to my video on the Sonic Fan-Artist community. I know I started working on this months ago. I think it was actually back in February that I started it. Some stuff happened and I stopped working on it. But at least now I understand why this happens to other content creators in their videos. Also, hopefully this isn't a huge disappointment. I got to talk to a ton of cool artists, all of whom will be listed at the end of this video in the credits, but they all agreed to help for the most part, and pretty much everyone let me show some of their art in the video as well, so you'll be seeing that as we go through. Enough stalling, let's get into the main point. For anyone who might not pay much attention to the more social aspect of the Sonic series, you might be wondering, what is this fan artist community you speak of? To answer that question, we must go back to the beginning, to the birth of the cosmos. No, not Cosmo from Sonic X. I said the cosmos. Never mind. Don't bother. So the Sonic fan artist community is literally what it sounds like. The overall gathering of Sonic fans who like to draw Sonic the Hedgehog and its many characters, including characters fans create for themselves, or others in some cases. These artists tend to congregate on social media such as Twitter, Tumblr, DeviantArt, etc. They also hang out in servers on Discord, chats on Amino, and to be honest, you can find them just about anywhere because as it turns out, there's a lot of people who like to draw Sonic the Hedgehog. I think that Sega does a pretty good job of encouraging these artists, from the art contest that Hardlight hosts, and they're the developers of Sonic Dash 1 and 2 and Sonic Forces Speed Battle if you're wondering, to publishing fan art in the IDW comics and previously in the multiple Archie series as well. They also feature artwork in every official Sonic livestream that they do every 2 weeks. I think that's pretty cool, and I don't think too many game companies can say they do that kind of thing regularly or just so much of it. This kind of positive reception given to artists from Sega can be seen replicated in the community itself. The community is very inclusive. You can be an artist of any skill level, any amount of talent, and there's probably going to be someone who will take the time to give your art a like or a favorite or what have you. The community is almost shockingly active at times. People are always drawing stuff. I swear, some of the people must draw in their sleep with how much they post. Artists tend to do fun stuff like giveaways, contests, that one meme where people reply to each other with sketches of their characters, and raffles. Is it getting a bit warm in here, or is it just me? I need to check my phone. Oh, cool, an art raffle. Hold on, what does that say in the corner? But, you might say, that's nothing special. Other communities do that too, and you're a moron. To which I would reply, yes, you're correct, and thank you. Wait, I think it might be a keen idea to explore why the community seems so large and active, though. According to Naoto Shima, who drew the original design concept for Sonic, he was a character who was designed with very simple shapes in mind so that kids could draw more easily, which would theoretically lead to more widespread appeal. Circles, a few rectangles, a couple triangles, anyone can draw this guy. I mean, hell, even me. And this, I believe, was a pretty large contributing factor into all the awesome fan characters you see today. Of course, Cold Steel does exist, but I think all the memes people post about characters that were intentionally created with the idea of being jank as all hell misrepresents the community a fair bit. Everyone starts somewhere, am I right? Oh god. This is a convenient time to talk about some stuff besides the normal standard art that you're probably thinking of. There's several prominent 3D modelers in the Sonic community, and they've gained a lot of experience over the years in taking the kind of mess that Sonic is and using that knowledge to bring both official and fan characters to life in 2+1 dimensions. Can you say that Mario does that? Actually, I guess probably, because there's a lot of 3D Mario... Damn it. I mean, heck, one of these modelers, Nabrock Rock, has made joke posters for fake Sonic games that have been featured at South by Southwest in the official Sonic panel more than once. Talk about life goals. Oh, sorry. I was just rocking out to some remixes. You want to listen? Joke's on you, you've been listening the whole video. One of the most well-known things about the Sonic franchise, besides the games apparently being terrible, is that it has really, really good music. And with really, really good music comes really, really good remixes. It's guaranteed, you can't dispute it. If you go on YouTube and search for, say, Flying Battery Zone music, you probably won't have to scroll very far in order to see 25 billion remixes staring you back at the face. The Sonic community also has a lot of musically inclined fans who have taken a lot of songs and put their own unique spins on them. As much as I do totally love the original soundtracks, I also spend a lot of time browsing YouTube and SoundCloud for these remixes and covers, because the variety is nice and a lot of these songs are redone in a way I wouldn't have expected, providing something new each time. Some of these fans, such as Hyper Potions and T. Lopes, have gotten the opportunity to work on official Sonic games, which would be a dream come true for a lot of artists I know. Hyper Potions has done music for Sonic Mania's intro theme and some songs for Team Sonic Racing. T. Lopes did the entirety of Sonic Mania's soundtrack and also returned for Team Sonic Racing to work on multiple songs there as well. And hey, there are some people who can just flat out sing. Skyrocket did a vocal cover of Sonic Mania's trailer theme, Time Trials, which did not previously have any lyrics. As of right now, it is currently nearing 1 million total views, so that kinda speaks for itself. I recommend listening to it if you get the chance. It's really good. It's kinda hard to represent this group and the community visually, but there's plenty of writers who have crafted some pretty long and epic stories, some of whom have gone on to work on official Sonic media as well. A good example of this would be Evan Stanley, who has contributed both art and writing to the various Sonic comic series and also got to be a guest writer on the Sonic Boom TV show, and was merely a fan before then. And let us not forget the people who create physical items for me to spend all my money on and weep in bankruptcy. I got these cool charms from Spotty Pin, which I use as keychains, stick on a lanyard, and wear on a belt loop whenever I go out somewhere. Yeah, I'm a nerd, and people gotta deal with that. I've been wanting to get way more stuff, but I just can't afford it right now. One day, but not today, or tomorrow, or the day after that. But now, you may have one final question. Even if it is a community, do they all stand as individuals with no further organization? You'll find out right now. Sonic Paradox. This particular group contains a large number of artists, animators, voice actors, and everything else in between to create some of the neatest videos and series I've ever seen. They even have a webcomic going on right now. It's so freaking cool. And I got this awesome t-shirt of one of said comic's main characters, which was drawn by Sea Salt. The webcomic is called Sonic Legacy if you're interested, and you can find it on, I think, multiple places, but I read it on Tapas.io. I'll put a link in the description for you. Okay, you're tired of hearing all this from me, huh? Well, guess what? I've reached out to a bunch of artists in the community, and a few of them agreed to tell me, and by extension you, exactly what they think of the community in little interview-type things. Alright, so what would you say your favorite part of the Sonic artist community as a whole is?
I think my favorite thing has to be how creative and supportive we are to each other, like beginners and experienced artists alike. We all share the same passion, and seeing people share their ideas and concepts inspires me a lot, and definitely inspires others to do the same and to not be afraid to share our own stuff with each other.
I really like that answer. What would you say brought you into the Sonic artist community in the first place?
Well, I like Sonic and I like drawing, so drawing Sonic seemed to be a next logical step for me.
Alright, so Wowie, what would you say your favorite part of the Sonic artist community is?
I guess what I do like is how diverse the community is. I mean, even though everyone is gamers, they're also artists. And these artists will draw not only one thing, they'll draw other things as well. And I get opened up to all these other worlds that these artists are into. So it's just very interesting. And it's not that, another thing that I like is that they're also very passionate with what they like, especially when they draw. Combine that with creativity, and then boom, you get something interesting. Especially when it comes to making friends.
Yeah.
I always meet up with interesting people in the art community.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of cool people I've spoken to as well. And what would you say first brought you to the artist community?
Do you really want to know?
I mean, yeah.
You really want to know? Okay.
Yeah.
It's shipping.
Oh, I mean, okay. I'm not judging.
Okay, I didn't like it at first, but then I just realized that, hey, these are basically just small little headcanons or alternate universes that people create on their own. And you know what I love most? Stories. And I love good stories. So, yeah, that's what I like a lot.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see people kind of create these, just whole different perspectives in the characters that you just might not think of on your own, or might not be able to fully realize just when you think about it, and it's just really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't only have to go with shipping, but like relationships in general, and their dynamics, and the exploration of that in like stories or art or whatever. It's very interesting. Like, I've seen a whole lot of different interpretations of how Sonic perceives relationship, how Sonic treats people, and it's just interesting how other people see it that way. And I'm just like, yeah, I like that idea, and I'll start putting that into how I interpret him.
Definitely agree there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else you'd like to say?
No, not really, except to follow Vera on YouTube.
Oh,
he's a good guy.
I try my best. You flatter me. All right. Well, thank you very much.
No, probably not.
Okay, so what would you say your favorite part of the Sonic artist community is?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm kidding. Alright, well, honestly, I guess, like, the friendships I've made. Like, really, I'm kind of, like, really antisocial outside of the internet, so this is, like, a really great way to, like, socialize with people who have the same interests as me.
I can relate to that so much.
Yeah, I've connected with so many awesome people, like, throughout the years. Like, honestly, they value a lot to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, so everyone I've met in the community, like, they're really dear to my heart.
I see. Awesome. Yeah, a lot of that's same here, honestly. I mean, I don't talk to a whole lot of people off the internet, so being able to talk to so many people who also happen to like the things that I like the most is amazing.
Yeah, it's like an amazing like community, honestly. Like, I know there's like ups and downs and everything like that, but honestly, we're just all Sonic fans, and we can all gather together and embrace our Lord and Savior Sonic.
All right, and what would you say got you into the artist community in the first place? Like, how'd you find it?
Oh boy, okay. I found like the artist community mainly, I don't know how long ago, but I was probably like around 6th grade when I got internet, and I saw a lot of people drawing Sonic, and I was like, hey, I think I can get into this. I can start drawing Sonic. And like I started going to DeviantArt. I made my first account there, and I started drawing. And even though it sucked, like I made a lot of new friends through that.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just, I find it really interesting to see like the stories people have that actually get them into the artist community, because for some it's like, you know, these grand tales, and others it's just more simple, but it's really nice to see that there's just such a wide, I guess, group of people who are able to come together this way and just, you know, be friends and talk about cool stuff they like. It's awesome.
Yeah, like, I don't think my story's, like, really that interesting, but, you know, just simple, oh, I found DeviantArt, and I got through it, like, through there.
I mean, hey, story is a story.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, I grew out of DeviantArt eventually, and started going to Tumblr, then Twitter, and it just, like, kept going on through there.
Yeah, I used to use DeviantArt super actively, and then I just kind of stopped, and now, like, almost 9,000 notifications are just staring back at me every time I open the site, so
yeah.
usually just kind of leave that one closed.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if, like, you know of the Sonic artist community? Not community. I meant, like, the Sonic artist meetup, like, that's being hosted by, Jovial Knights.
I did hear about that. I actually think I remember, didn't you say on South by Southwest a couple years ago, didn't you and Jovial talk about it during the Q&A?
Yeah, I was like right there with her talking about it like last year at South by. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I've honestly wanted to go, but I just haven't had the means to. I'm looking to be able to travel to some of these meetups soon, but yeah, it's, from what I've heard of it, it's really awesome.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. It was pretty small when we first started. Right now we're gonna have like a smaller meetup, but next year for 2020 we're hoping to like advertise it a lot more, like make more plans for it, because the first year, it went really well. Like a lot of the people had fun. It was still small, so a lot of us like got a chance to like get to know each other and talk about our experiences with Sonic.
I see.
Yeah. So if you can, like, yeah, you're totally free to come and join us.
I will give it my best shot. Biggest problem is money, as you know how it goes. But hopefully, especially by next year, since you're planning on making it be as big as possible, realistically speaking, then I'll be able to make it out. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll like be worth it. I know like Jovial Knights, she's been working really hard. Right now she's just busy with college. That's why we're trying to have like just a mini thing for right now.
Makes sense.
Yeah, at least like keep the hype up.
Yeah, that's definitely good, not to let it like kind of like die out slowly and then the event just fades into obscurity and then no one ever goes again. That would be kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, and then eventually people were like, oh, this was a thing?
Yeah. Sonic Artist Meetup 2021. Come to Jovial Knight's house. We'll have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh. Yeah. Mainly because like Jovial, she wanted to have like a meetup that's in Texas because there's not one over here. And so she wanted to have something down over here, and it's really great that she's been doing that.
I see.
Yeah, especially for like artists. Well, you don't even have to be an artist to join, but it's something great like that.
I assure you, even if it did require you to be an artist, my MS Paint skills would be more than sufficient.
Nah. Nah, everyone is welcome. We're just here to celebrate creativity in the community.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, and that's what I really love about the Sonic community, really.
Yeah, it's great how people just, generally speaking, what I've seen is that they tend to focus more on lifting each other up rather than bringing each other down, which is really a quality I like about it.
Yeah, and not every community or fandom is perfect, but
of course. Yeah,
I'm very comfortable in the Sonic community, really.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Sonic sucks.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this.
Yeah, no problem. It was great.
Super cool to hear your story and opinions on all that, and looking forward to talking to everyone else about it too.
Yeah. Good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Thanks. I just hope it's not a huge disappointment because that would really suck. Let everyone down.
Nah. It's cool that you're doing this. It's always cool to try this kind of things.
Yeah. As in the beginning, I was like, I'll never be able to ask people to actually do this. I have less than 100 subscribers, and now it's like, oh no, I actually need to do things because people are saying yes. Oh no.
No, that's a good thing though.
Oh yeah, it's just, I think, a testament to just how great the community is that they're like, oh yeah, let's do this, instead of kind of just giving me the cold shoulder. No, you're not good enough. No.
Oh my.
It's great.
Nah. Yeah, I think everyone should just give each other chances, because this is great. Because I honestly wanted to start making a YouTube channel, but right now I'm just trying to settle into my new house before I start doing that.
Yeah, understandable.
So this is a good experience.
Yep, I'm just hoping I just hope people will like it in the end. That's really the main thing I'm going for. If it can kind of, shed some light on a lot of people who I think are cool in the entire community as a whole and get it as much attention as possible, then I will have succeeded, so.
Yeah. Well, I wish you luck on that, dude.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
So with all that said and done, I'd like to give some closing thoughts. I think that the Sonic fan-artist community is a pretty comfortable place to call home, if that makes sense. I've met a lot of cool people, friends even, and there's a lot of just talent and creativity, and there is a lot of cool stuff. It's hard to find the right words, but it is very impressive, and it's awesome seeing what all these people do, even on a daily basis. That's commitment. Heck, even in this video project, I talked to a lot of artists, and almost every single person I talked to said that yes, they would help me. They allowed me to show their art in the video. Some of them offered to help in larger ways, such as the interviews or with anything else that I needed, and it means a lot, and I think it goes to show a lot about how good this community is to its members and to others as well. I'm a really tiny content creator, less than 100 subscribers at the time I'm making this, so the fact that they would still help me out with this is just insane. Which is why I hope I haven't disappointed them by waiting 6 months after I originally started working on this to actually upload the video. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it either informative or entertaining, or ideally both. If you want to talk to me, feel free to leave a comment down below, or alternatively, check out my Twitter, which is linked in the description. I'll be back probably whenever the next Friday is from here, because that's when I upload Sonic Weekly, my weekly news series, recapping everything that's gone on in that week regarding Sonic the Hedgehog. And yeah, I'll be listing off all the artists and the credits and stuff, so if you're curious about who exactly was all shown here in their art and whatnot, it will be there. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll stick around for the next one. And until then, I'll catch you next time.